What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to be talking about ticker ARQT. This stock has just got a massive increase from Morgan Stanley to the current price targets of upwards of 200%. A ton of other big firms are also giving the stock a very good price rating. So we're going to talk about what this company does, where I see things going, how I'm going to play it, and all the different things that you need to know about this stock. So before we get into that, I'll ask if you do enjoy this type of content that you subscribe to the channel and you turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So as I said, the ticker for this stock is ARQT, Arcutis Biotherapeutics. A lot of these bio stocks are very risky, so keep that in mind. None of this is a guarantee, especially with everything in the market. Looking at the stock right now, trading for $16.64. Looking just kind of a little bit of some downward momentum. They have had some really good news, but it does seem that investors kind of took this as a buy the rumor and sell the news type of thing. But I do believe there's so many more times to buy the rumor and sell the news, especially with the news that they're coming out right now. This is a lot of upside potential. So let me go ahead and show you a few key things. First up, the stock over the past 5 days is down 3%. Over the past month, it's down 11%. And this is just simply due to investors buying the rumor and selling the news. Over the past year, though, the stock is up a whole 7%. Very volatile, as you can see, going from 15 to 22, back to 15, hitting all the way up to 26, and now we're back down to about 16.64. So who is this company? First up, they have a market cap of about $1 billion, to give you that reference, but they're a biopharmaceutical company focusing on developing and commercializing treatments for dermatological diseases. They've got a ton of products in their pipeline right now, some with approval. They just started making revenue in this past quarter, but here's at Morgan Stanley raising their price target to $51. Potential upside right now of 207%, just looking at these different things. Needham and Company also has a price target, a buy for $46 on the stock, and Jones Trading also has a buy rating at $54. 6 other analysts have rated the stock with a buy rating and the average price target of $51.60. Remember, the stock currently trades for $16.62. That's huge upside potential, but remember, just because there is a price target on a stock does not mean that this stock is 100% going to get that price. It does not necessarily mean that it could get near that price. It's just where people think the stock could potentially go. Now, let me show you some pretty big news about the stock. Arqt says second phase 3 trial for atopic dermatitis therapy reached main goal. That's bullish news, and this is mainly where we saw investors buy the rumor and sell the news. It said it was really good, but as we saw, it fell 5% shortly after the company kind of announced this. There's a pretty big halt just because of how bearish it was, but announced Monday that its investigational topical formulation cream achieved the primary endpoint of its phase. So we'll see right here. They're aiming to help treat AD, which is atopic dermatitis, also known as eczema, impacting nearly 9.6 million children and 16.5 million adults in the US. They intend to seek FDA authorization for this cream for patients aged 6 years and above, and the filing would be expected to go in the second half of 2023. So there is a lot of time to buy the rumor and sell the news, which could just build up this company's stock price. But this is not the only product that they are looking at right now. Let me go ahead and show you their pipeline. We can see they have a ton of products in. Approval is very close for these, looking very good, a lot in phase 3, and they're looking to build a ton of different products. This is a really good thing that I like to see in biopharmaceutical companies, just simply that they're not putting all their eggs in one basket and gambling on one product to build their stock up. So to show you a few things, qualitative physician feedback on this was very well. Rapidity of effect, very good. People always want the quickest treatment possible. Ability to treat tough plaques, impact on itch, minimal application site reaction, and strong safety profile. Furthermore, they demonstrated efficacy on this. Roughly 47% of patients achieved their success within 8 weeks, which is a very solid treatment time. Rapid reduction in itch. About 2/3 of patients did respond that they had a rapid reduction in itch within 8 weeks, which is very good. To show you a little bit more financial results for this, as I said, they just made their first revenue. They made about 700,000 in revenue for the quarter. This is the first quarter that they've ever reported revenue, but it did kind of come with some expenses. R&D expense raised a lot, SG&A expense raised a lot. They did have a cost of sales of about 400,000. Is a pretty good gross margin per se, just from cost of sales to the revenue. But there is so many other expenses that they are operating at a loss of 107 million right now. This is a $1 billion company, so it is a reasonable loss, but it is something they definitely need to take into consideration, which would definitely help the company just if they can get their cash flow very positive, which it is very difficult for them to just switch over to being net income positive right now. It's going to take a while, especially that their products are just now being launched and they have more planning to be launched. This is something that if you do believe in the long term, you're going to probably have to hold for a while. But this is also something that I could see if you are trying to make a quick buck. Buying the rumor and selling the news could definitely be a nice play on this one. And then also their strong balance sheet, 480 million in cash. I don't believe that they're necessarily super concerned like if this company is going to go under anything. They have a good balance sheet to help them kind of leverage and continue with this R&D and continue upgrading the company. So I just want to show you their website. Looking at everything, we champion meaningful innovation within medical dermatology, a ton of different things going on. So this does look very good. Now, I want to show you a few more things. They do have a very high short interest. Short percent of the float is 24, almost 25%. That is something to keep in mind. Who knows? We could see a pretty solid coming up soon short squeeze, but that's just institutional, different things like that. 98% of the shares are held by institutions and 3% are held by insiders. So it is a little bit suspicious as this is more than 100%. But showing you a few more things, as I saw, their cash is pretty good. They don't have that much debt compared to the cash, but they do need to fix their cash flow. That is something that is concerning to me. And lastly, I'll show you earnings estimates are expected to continue to decrease in the sense that they're becoming less and less negative year over year. But revenue for this year is expected to be 2.72 million. Next year, expected to be 52.4 million. That's an 1,800% increase in revenue. Just expecting that they get this product launched and they start making sales, they start getting prescriptions and things like that for this company could definitely be a very solid move. But everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this video. As I said, I would tell you how I plan on playing this. And for now, I do plan on staying away. Just as I've said in my recent videos, cash from my portfolio is being used to buy stocks that I'm currently in and other passive investments, things like ETFs. And things that I just kind of want to see my money compound. I'm not trying to make any risky investments right now. But everybody, like I said, that's going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on any of my future content. Thank you for making it to the end of this one, and I will see you at the next video.